All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Sonia Pelton-Sam show, baby. This is Sonia Pelton-Sam TV, honey. Sonia Pelton TV, and we also have an amazing podcast for you guys. Let me tell you something, honey. My name is Sonia Pelton-Sam, also known as the Glam Coach, where I help you. G, get up now. L, love yourself. A, affirm your belief, and M, it is some things that you can make happen right now in your life, honey, in your career, honey, and in your business with who? With God by your side. So I am a wife, I am a mother, honey, I am a talk show host. I do a whole lot of things, but also I help you guys with digital product creation, honey. If you've never had a digital product created by the Glam Coach, honey, you don't know what you are missing. I do workbooks, I do planners, I do opt-ins, anything in the digital world that you want. You come over to your girl. Let's have a free consultation. Go to my website, which we'll talk about later at www.theglamcoach.com, honey, and we can give you everything you need to make you some what? Ching, just a little bit more money. But guess who we have today? We have none other than the amazing Dr. Nikki Ziegler, honey. Dr. Nikki Ziegler. If y'all don't know who this woman is, you are missing out. She is a visibility coach, honey. She's the amazing owner of the Herpreneur Network. I'm part of the Herpreneur Network, honey. It's all things fabulous, all things helping other women goals. You surely want to check out the Herpreneur Network. She is the owner of the HBCU magazine, founder of the Christian Life Center. She's a pastor of Destiny Word Christian Center. And guys, go over to www.theherpreneurnetwork.com. I'm going to put that up a little later. If y'all go over to theherpreneurnetwork.com, she has some amazing things for you guys. And she also has a free day that she'll talk about later that she'll let you come over and find out all about the network so you guys can try it out. Also, y'all, I know her from Clubhouse. I know this woman from Clubhouse. Let me tell y'all, we met on Clubhouse and Dr. Nikki. And ever since then, it was like just a God connection from Clubhouse, y'all. Back in the day when Clubhouse popping now, but back in the day, it was COVID time, day and night. People were there, but I'm going to let Dr. Nikki Ziegler introduce her own self and tell you a little bit about who she is and what exactly, because I can say it, but not like her. She does.
Well, listen, Sonia Pelton-Sam, now you done already did the thing. Listen, I'm excited to be here to see this show. It warms my heart. It does, because Sonia has so much information that she can give us, and listen, this girl is a to-go person for everything. If you need anything, look, ask her. If she don't know it, she gonna find out about it. I love the relationship that you and I have, Sonia. We ride or die, baby. We be riding to the wheel fall all the way off. One thing I will say, and she already introduced me, but one thing I will say about her and I, we have one major connection. That's our coach, my spiritual mom, Dr. Connie Stewart. I would be remiss if I don't give a shout out to her. I'm quite sure she's listening, because I sent her the inbox for her to jump on with us. But I just love this relationship. I really love the pureness of it, the authenticity of your relationship with me, and how we make magic together. I mean, that's pretty much, listen, when everything's said and done, we make magic. That's what we do.
Yes. We have a listener saying, hello, Martina. How you doing, Miss Mendez?
Hey, Marissa, one of our ambassadors. But I'm excited to be here, Sonia. Listen, you got this TV show. You stepping out of these elements, and you're not apologizing. You're doing what you do, baby. And I love it. I love the whole presentation.
Thank you. So tell us, how did you get started? Like in the whole business arena, how did you get started?
I actually got started at the age of 15. I've been in business since I was 15 years old. I was a liturgical dancer in Montgomery, Alabama, and people just started calling me to come to their church and to train people. You know how computers are. Train people how to learn how to dance. And so I started charging churches to dance, and I've been in business since I was 15 years old, and I love it. And then I went there, and then I started doing all kind of other business, just doing anything to make some money, girl. And I was so, one thing you'll tell, about me, I'm very authentic with my story. I tell people all the time, if you don't ask God for permission, and if you're really money motivated more than God motivated, I don't care what you do, you'll never be satisfied. And so I find myself having a spirit of greed, wanting to make money. One deal went from this deal. I started doing all kind of different businesses. And God was like, I don't care what you do until you get my permission. You out of my will. So I've been doing business for a long time. I made every mistake you can ever think of making in business. I done sold everything from panties up until cell phones, everything you can think of. If you name it, from selling cars to selling everything, jewelry, all of it. And finally, God just kind of settled me down and told me to seek Him first. One thing what He did when He changed my life, Sonya, He asked me one question: what scripture do you have to back up what you're doing?
I like that.
And when I realized I didn't have a scripture, it didn't make no sense to me. Conviction started to sit in, and my life had been changed ever since then. So that's my story.
Oh, I totally understand. Look, I was like you. Most people are. Most business owners, they tried to sell a little of this when they were young. Some candy, honey, made the candy money. In school, that candy's hot. You sell you some candy, that's it. You come home with a whole bunch of money.
Right.
So because it's a consumable, but I love that business owners have a story and they have a starting place. And what I love about you is you give business owners a home, right? Especially ladies, a family, a place to go to and talk to other women, even when they're having problems, not only just in business, but in their lives, right? The life of a business owner is hard. So let's go into life, just life as a mother, how many kids you have, a wife. Just let's go into that and let's talk about that.
So I am a mother of, I have Chelsea, I have Kanaya, I have Grace, I have Chloe and Caleb. Those are my children. Of course, Jeremiah has an older daughter, Selena. So we have that. We have two grandboys. Of course, everybody know Bean. So Bean is Chelsea's son, and then Selena has Callie. So we have a total of 6 kids and 2 grandbabies. I think 6. Yeah, Yeah. And so I am a mother. I'm constantly trying to be a light for my kids. Sonya be seeing me and Sonya have our date night, late night. She be looking at me, laughing at me while I fuss at them babies, because I just think that we're held accountable for how our kids turn out. For me, my downfall with my older ones was I was out there trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I was a survivor. I didn't have structure. I did what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And I raised them to my best of my abilities. But when I look back at them now and look at me now, I'm like, man, it's a lot of things. Like, I wish I could have changed about how I raised them, because I really was in the mode of survival.
Right.
And when you're in a mode like that, you're just trying to get what you can get so you can pay these bills and kids can eat and live on with their life.
Right.
I can say I was on food stamps for a long time, in and out food stamps, welfare. I lived that life. But then it was times where I made $30,000 a month. So life has, back then life was like this.
Yep.
It was never stable. My husband, Dr. Jeremiah came in, and he came in and snatched all my edges and got me all the way together. He did. He set expectations, seeing his life. My husband, his life is all about God. I had to either change or it wasn't going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to become that woman who really diligently seek my husband and seek God on what was in store for my life. And now the humbleness have arisen. I'm able to sit down and be more humble. If he tell me to move, I'm moving, because that's my husband. I know he has my best interest at heart. So that's how my life works. Can it be a lot? Yes, because I'm constantly building the brand of the Herpreneur Network. I'm constantly building the brand of the Life Christian College. I'm constantly building the brand at Destiny Word Christian Center now as a co-pastor of the church. And of course, being the publisher of the HBCU magazine. I wear a lot of different hats. So now what I'm learning, Sonia, is how to balance the hats. What to wear, when not to wear. You know, I don't call them hats, I call them crowns. So that's why I see with the crown today. You know, I'm big on, you know, how is your crown? You know, is your crown centered or is it tilted? You know, and how do we help you to fix that crown that God has given you? And that's my story.
I really like that, and I like that you wore the crown today. And I like that you talk about is it tilted? Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all because we've been talking about it. Because Sunday I'm watching Sarah, baby, and the whole crown falls out. But it was an amazing thing, right? In that moment, the prayer before it, that God do certain things, make sure that she's humble, make sure that she's presenting to us what we need, and making sure that we take off anything we don't need.
Right.
And so you present that message well. Put the crown on, know how to set it on top of the counter, know how to be a wife, know how to be a mother, know how to run a business, right? And so many times we so busy trying to keep it on. You know,
that's good, Sonia.
Front. We sick in our body. I'm telling you, we have other things that we need to produce too that God has us to produce, and we do it so much. And sometimes we have to take it, put it on word, know when to word. We doing our business, set it aside, know when to be the wife, the mother, and the other things, just like you do, Dr. Nikki. And so that blesses me to see 5, honey. So she running 5, 6 kids, 2 grandkids. Y'all just don't know, like that's a journey, but she's doing it. And for somebody out there, that's the message God is giving you, is that you can do it in spite of. She did it before man. God sent her somebody to support her. She's doing it with the man, right? And we both know, even having that, you have that other support, but it's still another stressor on top of it, because now you have to line up a certain way to become one. So for people who listening, you say, honey, I want a man. They got a man, honey. They got a husband. It's still in another level of alignment, just like it is for your business or anything else that you're doing. So remember that.
Especially, and I'll say this, when I say I love the way Mr. Sam loves you, like I watched you guys. We had our event in Dallas, and how he made sure you was good, how he was there to support you, how he was there to clap for you. You know, you know, people see that shine, because that is a shine.
Right.
That's a shine to have your man supporting you in your business.
Yes.
But we also know how to submit. It feels good, Sonia, when we do what our husbands say do. Because a lot of us, come on, walk with that Jezebel spirit where we're leading our men. That ain't assignment. It has to be the head. And you got to let him lead. A lot of us do what we want to do. And most of our husband, if he really is your husband, he'll tell you, you're wrong. Like my husband, he tells me when I'm wrong. He don't let me be wrong and don't address the big old elephant in the room. He see my crown tilted, because it's gonna be some time that might be like this, Sonia. He's gonna walk up to me and he gonna position it, and he gonna make sure the crown is represent Christ.
Right.
So I always ask people, what crown are you representing? Are you representing your own crown? Because the moment you represent your own crown, let me fix this crown. The moment you represent your own crown, that means this is not of God. I used to say all the time, it's either God, the devil, or you. You and the devil it's the same. And people don't want to say that. People don't want to say that. You and the devil is the same, because the moment you get God out of the equation in your life, you become against him. Ain't no in between, Sonia. Ain't no, well, I'm no. Your assignment is to face God at all times. That's it. And some people don't like to talk about that, but I do, because it's been plenty of times, me being an entrepreneur, I ain't call myself no herpreneur back then. Herpreneur, my definition of a herpreneur is a Christian woman in business and ministry, right? I wasn't a herpreneur then. I was a hustler then. You know, I don't use the word hustle too much, because my definition of hustling is really out of the will of God. That's just my definition. That's my word, right? I don't say I hustle no more, because hustling is not, to me, my definition, is not a good word to use when you're trying to do the will of God. You ain't got to hustle. God he gonna make provision just for you if you just diligently seek him. and humble yourself. So I'm learning even with this crown. When I see another young lady crown, if I see Sonya Pelton-Sam crown tilted, I ain't got to tell everybody. I helped her fix that crown. I should be able to fix that crown without letting people know what I done did.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, when they fix crown, they tell everybody, I helped her did. No, you ain't got to do all that. Just live, baby. Your gift's going to make room for you. And I had to learn that. And I'm still saying, very transparent. I am still learning to let God use my mouth and not me use my own. It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. I know exactly what you mean. It's a process. But that's really good, Dr. Nikki. And let's talk about, like, who would you say, or it can be one, two, or three people that were like the biggest, that had the biggest impact on your life.
I will honestly tell you, my husband is like number one.
Mm-hmm.
It's his lifestyle. Number two would be my children, because I don't ever want them to feel like my mom is not being the best in who she is. Y'all kids are watching you.
That's true.
Your kids are watching. Your kids are really looking at you. Like, however you act. If you cussing, they gonna cuss.
Mm-hmm.
If you smoking, they gonna smoke. If you partying, they gonna party. If you drinking, they gonna drink.
Mm-hmm.
Our assignment, Sonya, is to truly show my kids or show your children the authenticity of you. I had to stop judging my children. I had to stop putting them on a pedestal. I had to stop trying to live their life through them with me and let them live their own life. Like I'm saying, my kids is really my inspiration. I had to start accepting my kids for whatever decision that they make. Now, I still voice my opinion. But once I voiced my opinion, I had to eat my words. I'm saying, well, now when y'all get grown, when y'all do what y'all do, I'm going to tell you how I feel, but I'm going to let you make your own decision. That's one of the hardest things I had to learn how to do. So my kids, number two, and then I always tell a story about a first lady here in Montgomery that passed away. And she changed my life about 3 years ago, because I became a first lady so fast, Sonya. Like I told you, my husband, I dated in July, got married in September, got engaged in September, got married in January. So that hat of a pastor's wife came on me real fast. And for me, the example that I was looking for, I didn't see it in a lot of people. And so I wanted to be a different kind of pastor's wife. I didn't want to be what everybody else normally is. I wanted to be different. And so when I see her funeral, Sonya Pelton-Sam, she had flowers all over. And when I asked God, how will my funeral be? He was very bold. And he told me that I'm disappointed in you, and your funeral's not going to be there because you're not living right. So I had to change my life as a pastor's wife. I had to really say, I just want to be accountable for him. I don't want to be lit until he like me. I want to make sure whatever example I be a good example to young women, young girls, be a light to somebody who can say, you know what, if God did it for Dr. Nikki and changed her life around, then I know he'll do mine. And those are my three people that really has been the ones that have been my inspiration, other than my spiritual parents and all that. But those been the main three people that really has been a light for me.
Very good. What do you think one of the biggest life lessons that you've learned so far in life that just really helped you catapult?
Woo! Balance.
Woo! Let's talk about it.
Woo! I was so unbalanced. I lived a life of out of order. I was very out of order. I didn't ask God for permission, Sonya Pelton-Sam. I just did my own thing. I didn't have a balance. I used to move with the wind. If I come up with a good idea, I just jumped on it. And God said, no, you can't live life like that. So I'm just now really enjoying my balancing. Now I know how to tell people no. Now I know how to say, you know what, that ain't right. Now I know how to say, I said what I said. I'm going to say what I say. And if you don't like it, then I had to learn I am not for everybody, but I'm for somebody. I had to learn that. And it takes balance. It takes the word no. I had to learn that no is a complete sentence, and stop saying yes to everybody because I want to make friends, but I want to make kingdom relationships. Sonya, one thing I'll say about me and your relationship is kingdom driven. We know we have kingdom to do. We're clear.
Yeah.
We're very clear. And we've never said this publicly. But Sonya, one thing I can say about me and your relationship is that we're very clear on our assignment. My assignment is to draw people to Sonya and help them to birth out their visions. Sonya's job is to draw people to me. We have a mutual relationship, and
Right.
it works. Don't nobody interfere in our relationship. We understand our relationship, and we moving forward in that relationship. And that's what I love about us. But that's one thing: balance.
I love that really is one of my favorite words. People play with it, but balance and the juggling act to keep it all going stable, right? Doing the work that it takes. And we don't realize as business owners, that means if it means joining a group like the herpreneurs to help you out. I have something coming out called My Little Black Planner, right? Helping you organize and plan your day. We have her spiritual mom, my coach, Dr. Cunny, setting your morning. These are different things that help to balance you out, whether it's adding a little 30-minute workout to your day, finding the segments of time to I call it compartmentalize too, to put everything in a compartment where it goes. We do it when we're packing. We have to downsize on things. We can't take everything with us on the trip, right? Only certain things can go with us on the plane. Only a little bit can go up in the compartment with you on the plane. That's just what you need for then to make it to your destination.
Come on now.
And so God has these different things, and it's not that you have to let a lot of things go, but you definitely have to compartmentalize them and put them where they go. We keep some things in our house in the house. You keep some things in your little storage house, boxes and bins with labels on it, because it's Christmas time, because it's Thanksgiving time, because it's that time, right? Sometimes it's time to work on your business. Sometimes it's time to work on your family, your marriage, your kids.
Wow.
Sometimes it's time to work on your health and yourself. And those things can be done simultaneously together in a flow if you have what I would say God by your side.
That's it.
Listen for the footsteps. Be in the flow. You cannot be stagnant and be in the flow of having the flowing in your life. And my dad used to always tell me, be ready for what may come. Life happens in the middle of everything. And I'm sure Dr. Nikki, tell us a life happen moment. In the middle of your flow, you just flowing and life happened. And you had to swim.
I was married prior to Dr. Jeremiah for almost 10 years.
Right.
And I came home to nothing. He emptied out. He was out. He was like, I can't marry you. I can't be married to you no more. And I got to be honest with you, I almost lost my mind. Literally. Tried to commit suicide a couple of times. My life just fell to pieces. And, and my brother was there. My ex-sister-in-law, they was there. But they was there that day to make sure I didn't kill myself. But after they left, I finally realized, I got to be honest, I didn't have nobody but my 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And my knee baby, Kanaya, came to me. She said, Mama, she said, you got to eat. You got to get water. You got to, you know what I'm saying? I just became so depressed. For years, I was depressed. I just felt undefeated. I felt defeated. I felt as if I didn't have nobody. And Sonya, you know what? Can I be authentic? I didn't have anybody. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a tribe like the Herpreneur Network. I didn't have, my parents, they celebrated the fact that the marriage was over with. I didn't have nobody to say, you're going to be all right. I had my music because I'm a musician by trade, but I didn't have a real support to say, I got you. So I had to just truly lean on God because I wanted to die. I already had told my mom, I knew my mom was going to take care of my kids. I knew that was good. And I had to pull myself together and get myself back together because so many people were celebrating the fact that we didn't make it. He wasn't strong. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the one that knew how to stand the test of times or all the stuff we had going on. Mm-hmm. But God, he gave me strength to keep living. He gave me strength to persevere and to make it. He gave me that relentless moment to say, you got to live for your children. He didn't necessarily say I had to live for him because I wasn't that close to him, but I know he was there. I know he was there because I remember the times when I wanted to kill myself. He would talk to me and tell me to put the knife down. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no one time. It was several times that I wanted to kill myself. I remember trying to run in the ditch. And I don't even remember how my car got back on the street. Not one mark, not one scratch, nothing. So that was a lot of dark side of me that I had to face, Sonya, to keep myself sane, to keep myself focused. That's why, I always tell people, you might endure, weakness or hurt might endure for a night, but joy cometh. Listen, the sun gotta shine. I don't care. Sonya, I don't care what you go through. The sun is going to shine.
Yes.
It's gonna shine. You just gotta get out of the way and let the light come in. And my kids was the reason why I didn't kill myself, because I want to raise my own children. I want to be a life to my own kids. And God showed that for me. And that's that one time.
I think like that story is going to change lives. And I think people don't realize, I think when they're dating, when they're going through, when they get divorced, they don't realize that other people been through it too. I've been through it twice. I'm telling y'all, like people have stories. You might not hear them all, but like I said, if you get in a group like the Herpreneur Network or other women groups, you can talk to people who have those stories and they can share to help take you off the ledge faster. You can do it by yourself and it's a slow process. Because my story, first husband had somebody I kind of thought was kind of a friend in my house, right? Second husband, the assistant pastor, wife in my house. Like I've had the ultimate Tyler Perry series of stories. I don't tell them out, and now I have a good man. And sometimes I think as young people, and you probably can agree maybe with your marriage that you went through with the hardship, is we act a lot out of lust and not a lot out of love.
Mm-hmm.
And love is something that comes from God. Love stands the test of time. Love is not trying to hurt you. Not that it doesn't hurt you sometimes, right? And so I think it with young people or somebody who's watching, before you get into situations, talk to God. Say, is this lust? Is it love? Yeah, I keep it real. This is what I tell the young people. Hot nasty love don't last no time. It's gonna be in. It's gonna be out. Let's tell what it is. You just feeling these feelings. It's just going everywhere. Love is stability. Love is stable. Love connects. It connects and it loves you just like Christ loved the church. It's gonna love you through your ups and through your downs, right? Through your sicknesses, through your heartache, through when your kids acting crazy, through when you acting crazy. That's love. And so I don't know how we got on this topic, but that was good for somebody today.
Mm-hmm. But
so
I think a lot of people compromise.
They do.
I think they don't really have these kind of conversations with God. Like he wants you to talk to him. He wants you to come to him. He wants you to surrender to him. He want to have these kind of tough conversations. Say, okay, is that person really supposed to be in your life? He want to have these tough conversations on you, but we have to be willing to respect his answers, or respect his directions, because he will direct us. But are we teachable? Are we able to really take heed on being obedient? Right? We gotta obey him. I'm learning how to. Oh man, let me tell you something. I'm trying not to cry.
It's good because we don't obey. We hear it and we don't obey. I've heard, this is your husband. All right, good man. Ain't what I wanted. I'm like, that ain't it. I also heard, don't do that. That ain't it. Stop. And all you thinking about, you line yourself up with what you say is God. Well, I know if I get married, I'm not supposed to be sleeping around. But if I get married, so you get married so you can lay in bed with somebody. Because God told you no. So when it don't work, it's not you crying, hollering, it's not God's fault. It's your yes to his no. And your no to his yes that's messing up everything else because he already has it lined up for you.
Woo! This is good right here. So let's go deep in this thing. But you know what? These are the type of conversations that has to be had, son. You know, how do you be authentic for him? Because your life don't belong to you. Oftentimes I tell people, you're supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be. You're gonna be dead. The thoughts that you're thinking,
What?
you're gonna be dead. Are you dead? Because if you're dead, then you're following the will of God. But if you ain't dead, then what you doing? You got to be dead. God wants you to die so he can be used authentically. He can't be used the way he really want to be used if your hand's still in the cookie jar. Get your hand out of the cookie jar. Get out of there. Get your hands out the cookie jar. So God can use you the way that he see fit, so his name shall be glorified. How do you bring joy and greatness to him? You bring joy and greatness to him by being authentic in him and allowing him to direct your path. Is he directing your path, or are you doing what you want to do? And then, Lord, why? Jesus, why I gotta go through? Because you out of order. Trust and obey. Trust and obey.
That's good. That's good. So what's next for you, Dr. Nikki?
Oh my God, what's next for me, Sonya Pelton-Sam? I have so much that's next for me. And it feels good to say I got so much what's next for me. I have decided to fail all of the herpreneurs, and they're going to summer school.
Summer school?
Everybody I feel everybody flunk.
The kids say loser. No.
So I'm taking them to summer school this summer. We kick it off this Saturday with Dr. Mama Patricia. She's going to talk about the power of prayer. You got to pray. You can't have a business without praying. And so I have different people who talk about mental health. Of course, Sonya Pelton-Sam coming in and talk about digital products. I'm going to be talking about visibility, you know, how to get on covers of magazines, how to get on podcasts like this, how to keep your name before the public. I'm your visibility coach. If you look for visibility, that's me. I'm here. Me. And so we did have over 18 speakers gonna come in to teach. So that starts this Saturday coming up. I have the nonprofit. The Herpreneur has its own nonprofit called the Herpreneur Foundation, and I am helping out 50 girls in Montgomery, teaching them how to do business. Sonya's doing my ebook with that, teaching them how to do business the right way. You know, I used to have an organization called Church Girl International. Over 200 girls was in this organization, and I got burned out. And so what I'm going to do every quarter, I'm going to delegate some time to pour into my teen girls between the ages of 13 and 18. It's called Yes She Can Academy. Yes, she can will. Yes, she can survive. Yes, she can make it. The foundation is coming from my favorite president, Barack Obama, with that, yes, we can. And so that's where I got that from. I love Barack Obama. That's my baby. And I love my first lady, forever first lady. And so that came from that campaign because he really taught me how to believe in myself. And then I have the boot camp that's coming up in July. Roughly about 40 speakers will be teaching you the ethics of business. And it's going to be live inside the Herpreneur Network fan page. Over 3,500 women is in that fan page. And then I got HBCU Magazine. Got the Strong Her Retreat that's coming up in Destin, Florida in September. So I have a plethora of information, a plethora of connections. We're honoring a lot of HBCUs in Atlanta, November the 9th and 10th at the Marriott Atlanta Airport. Keynote speaker is Travis Otts. He'll be speaking. Just different kind of things that I'm doing to keep visibility of my speakers, keep visibility of knowledge and power for people. And we're just here to just give you information you need to grow your business. I'm a business coach. That's what I do. And that's what I have so far. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Mhm.
So let's talk just a little bit about the Herpreneur Network. I know it's a directory in the network. So is that just once you join, or is that if you go over to the Herpreneur page, or how does that work?
Yes, I have a special going on now. $49 to join the network. You pay $49. You got weekly classrooms, you get ebooks, you get a community exclusive trips. We got a lot of trip planned for next year and this year, member events, and then of course members link in. I'm actually going to be going on a 15 city tour, going to most of the libraries and meet new women. I have to meet 2,500 new women this year. I've met so far about 900. So I got a long way to go. And so I'm excited about that. The Herpreneur Network has been such an amazing thing that God gave me back in 2012. And I'll give you this nugget. Just because God gave it to you, don't make you do it at that time. You got to listen. He gave it to me in 2012. I didn't activate it until 2019. You got to make sure you're doing the will of God. So Herpreneur, listen, it's growing, it's thriving, it's pushing, and it's God is doing his thing, and I'm excited about it.
That's very good. That's very good. Woo, woo, woo. I'm gonna let y'all know that Dr. Nikki does push people to their next level, right? She's gonna keep pushing you. Get on and talk. Get on and start your show. Post those social media posts. You're not doing enough, right? Making you visible on things like Clubhouse. Different social medias matter. Knowing your social medias,
I heard
right?
you, I heard you speaking at the comeback champion. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm speaking at the comeback champion because Dr. Nikki was like, go ahead and do it. Let's do this thing. And
Yes.
so, yes, Dr. Nikki gave me the hookup, and I'm speaking at the comeback champion. So, I'm totally excited about that. I'm also speaking in New Orleans, Essence Festival weekend at the Big Easy Retreat. So,
I
yeah,
might pull up on that because I'm actually coming to town that weekend. I'll be at the Essence this year, so I got to come and see what's going on with that. I love networking, so I can't wait to see you do your thing.
and y'all, it's not a conference, it's a retreat. All right. So y'all come on over for a couple of hours, sit back, relax, have fun. Dr. Tasha Dickinson is actually over that event, and I am one of the speakers. And so y'all, I'm excited. Y'all, there's some heat. It's gonna be some heat coming off in the Big Easy at the Big Easy Retreat in New Orleans, honey. Essence Festival weekend. So y'all better come on over. I want y'all to go to that the Herpreneur network and .com and check it out. Clubhouse. How do they go over to that Clubhouse, Dr. Nikki?
They just go right into the Herpreneur, go to Clubhouse and look for Herpreneur. In fact, I'll be speaking in 20 minutes on Bloom Where You Are Planted. Bloom Where You Are Planted. Oh, yeah, we're about to speak in about 20 minutes. So,
All right. So y'all
we
head
in Clubhouse 7 days a week. We there 7
every
days.
day of the week. Y'all go over, you make sure you cut your alerts on at Clubhouse and find out what is going on. So anything else that you want to tell our viewers, anything coming up and anything you
Yes.
offer?
I do want to talk about, we do have the Marriage Cave retreat that's coming up Valentine's weekend for those who are married. My husband is a Christian counselor. That's what he do. So if you are needing a little fire put up on you with your marriage, we have a marriage retreat. This is our third year doing it. We're so excited. We're going back to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's more intimate. We're doing an actual marriage. All of us are renewing our vows with our husbands. I can't wait to see exactly what Dr. Jeremiah. I need a new ring, sir. Upgrade me. I can't wait to see what ring he gonna put on my hand. Lord, he just bought me another ring. Lord, I can't even complain. But yeah, we're doing renewing our vows. And so if you're not doing anything, come hang out with us at the Marriage Cave. It's gonna be awesome. Yep.
Right, all right, then. Well, we want to thank you, Dr. Nikki Ziegler, for coming on in. Go ahead and pray us out, and then I end, and we'll go on and have a great day.
All right, Lord God, we thank you for this day. We ask that you cover us, Lord. We ask that you guide us, protect us, and point us in the way that you see fit. Lord God, I ask that you send a special blessing on with Sonia Pelton-Sam and her family as she create this amazing platform and these TV shows for people to get more visibility. Lord God, I thank you in advance for what you're gonna do, what you've already done. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen, and be blessed.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I am Sonia Pelton-Sam, guys, also known as the Glam Coach. Don't forget, I help you G it up and love yourself. Hey, affirm your belief in M. It is some things that you can make happen right now in your life and in your business with God by your side. If you want digital products, planners, workbooks, anything digital, let's make some ching ching together. I am your girl. Don't forget to go over to the Glam Coach, like you see at the bottom, theglamcoach.com. I have freebies everywhere for you. I have an Apple app, Launch Your Vision, 21 days on Apple. Launch like you're launching to the next level, your vision, 21 days on Apple that will surely change your whole life. So make sure you go over and book a free 15-minute consultation with me on my website or DM me, honey, message me. I'm going to get back in touch with you because
Yeah.
I am your girl. Have an amazing, amazing life. See you guys later and thank you.